Alright, welcome everybody to today's game of Reservation, but it's actually called In Hell You'll Be in Good Company, or I'll Be in Good Company. Yesterday we went to the new city of Yoke and introduced ourselves around town, and Tsoki made friends with a new group of adventurers and planned on, going on an adventure with them today. And then at some point, a demon guy walked up to him and asked him if he had a reservation, threw a black bag over his head and beat the shit out of him, as well as his compatriots for the game, which are Ceylon, Tsoki, Royce, and Vatna. All have had the living shit beat out of them. And the rest of you are still wandering around town. So the thing I want to point out for you guys in the chat, your character cannot interact with what's going on right now. And that's for a timeline reason, because tomorrow's game is going to be happening at the exact same time today's game is. So you can't have any interaction with them directly, but you guys can be sitting in a bar and in player discuss who do we think is running against Krieg for mayor. You can introduce a new NPC, could be an NPC that already exists. What are you looking for in your rival mayor for Krieg? But back to the actual game. So we have Tsoki, played by Not Forgiven.
Hello, it is I.
We have Royce, who is played by Kole.
Vanderbilt, at your service.
We got Vatna, who is played by Lurid.
The locals are calling me Black Moth Mage.
And we have Ceylon, who is played by Twy.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Alright, let's get right into it then. So you all, your bags have come off your head. Alright. So real quick, we're doing a gag order. And this is I'm going to try to not talk out of character or out of game at all myself. So all of the players have to speak in character. They don't get to metagame at all. They do not get to discuss what they want to do outside of character. This is actually a very wild game for that to be played on. I did not tell them that, but maybe Nika did before I joined. And they can't tell me the ability they're using. They have to tell me how they're doing things. It's all RP from here on out. They do still have to make dice rolls, but I have to role play how those dice rolls go. So yeah, and they are willing, and if they succeed, they each get a platinum gacha, which is crazy. But let's see how that goes. So, Tsoki, Royce, Vatna, and Ceylon, you all blink your eyes, and you are not where the last place you remember. You were on the streets of Yoke. And then everything went black, and now you're all sore all over your body. You all feel like you got beat up. Bruises, and you can see them. They're there. That you actually got hit by sticks.
Am I back in the hospital?
There's so many reasons I can think for this to happen. And none of them are my fault. What did you do?
Apparently I had a reservation that I was unaware of.
Are we getting a good table at least? Will it be worth it?
I'm sure if it was that kind of introduction to wherever we are.
So where you are right now is you smell in the air, and you feel in the air, and this is definitely a waiting room. You are waiting to take your seats. You don't know how long you've been here, but you do hear footprints coming in the coming from the distance. Not footprints, footsteps coming from the distance. And they hear somebody, "Oh, you're awake! Excellent! How are you all this morrow?"
Are you?
It's my name is Chest. And I believe you are all the +1, +2, and +3 of Mr. Chatterfang, who has had a long reservation with us.
Been so long that I don't quite remember what it's for. Would you mind giving my fellows a good rundown on what we're in store for?
And
Oh,
who
absolutely.
exactly you are and why we had to be beaten to be here?
Oh, there's only one way into hell. We at least have to get you at the edge of death. So you all are sitting at 1 HP. That's the metagame talk that I will talk, but don't worry about it.
That's not how I got here the last time, but okay.
Oh, a frequent. It's just like he sees your hell gauntlets on your hell brass knuckle, and he's just like, "You have fascinating." And he walks up to you, and he's just like, "Well, then we'll just give you an extra." And he puts a card next to in front of you and stamps it with a star. You see that there are 9 stars on this card. And he's just like, since you've already been here once, we're going to fill this one out for you. And then he sets one down in front of Ceylon, Vatna, and Tsoki. At the bottom, you do see your wish is written at the bottom of the card. And it's just like, and it has a blank spot. It's just like, please fill out your wish before we move forward.
Wish.
Yes.
As a
You all
one
get-
for star?
Once you fill out them, oh my, this is your first time here. Welcome to the restaurant at the edge of hell. And he bows. There are.
Been here before.
He's like, he walks up to you and he sniffs. He's like, I feel like you might have been at a pale imitation. But you do look like a connoisseur for flavors.
Flavors are my specialty. I just hope my paperwork isn't here waiting for me.
It's like, this is all the paperwork I'll have you fill out personally. Like, please fill your wish based on your stars. And he motions to the 9 at the top of 9 stars at the top. He's like, the further you get, the better your wish. Do remember, you may sacrifice stars at any time for a boon. And he's just like, and excellent. What have we written down?
A wish for limitless creation.
Standard. And he puts that in his pocket. And you, Royce, what did you wish for?
The expansion of my powers.
Standard as well. He puts it in his pocket. And Chatterfang?
I see I wrote down here, more avenues for adventure.
Excellent. Puts it in his pocket. And Ceylon?
I do wonder if you have maybe a metronome, like the singing kind.
Oh, we all follow the beat of the monstrous clock. If you
Perfect.
stop and listen just for a moment, and he puts his hand to his ear, and then you can see him like slowly nodding his head.
Yes, that. I'd like to have that.
Well, we will
However
see
it
what
may
we
be
can do. And he takes it, and he puts that one in a different pocket. And he's just like, are we all ready to hear the rules?
I suppose so.
I am ready.
Excellent. So, as the rules are, we are in a sliver of the 9 levels of hell. This building encompasses all levels stacked on top of each other. And mind you, we have to play it a little bit safe, so we're not deep in there. But I do warn you, everything you see is real and will hurt you. And it's just like, there's no waivers. If you don't get out, you don't get out. Oh, and try not to die down here. There's very little recourse if you perish in these hollowed halls. Just like, there is always an exit. Like, once you enter, you cannot go backwards, but you may sacrifice one of your stars to gain yourself a boon, whether that is a reroll, like play with reality, or if you want to get an extra oomph and you want to lean on, you need a little help. We're happy to help you. There will always be a stairway. Find that stairway, make your way to the next level. If you make it to the 10th level, there are 9 levels of hell. Make it out to the top of the restaurant, you will be able to eat your dinner. But you can gain stars by... We're watching you the whole time. Be flamboyant. Like, don't worry about all of the souls that you run into down here. They deserve it. I truly mean that.
I may have visited your competitors at one point. They greatly disappointed me.
With the cannibal man. The cannibal rabbit. He's not here. He is not worthy. I'm sorry, I meant to say unhallowed halls. It's like...
They proved most inadequate in their cuisine. I just hope you do better.
It's just like, it's all about the way you order it. If I could have you all raise your hands above your head real quick.
May I redo my wish?
Just a physical test. Are we all capable? Hands overhead? Full extension all the way up.
Yeah.
Tender.
Excellent. Hold it there. And then, like, you are all, like, chained to the walls.
Right into that one.
Like, welcome to the first floor, you all. I will see you in the diner. And then he disappears. He does not walk up those stairs. He literally just, like, is there and then is not.
Is this all? Just the chains.
Could be a little tighter, I agree.
I'm going to attempt to wraith form out of the chains.
Oh, you're gonna lower your head? Alright, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah. You guys see Royce, like, turn into his, like, pale blue misty form. And then the chains are no longer holding him.
Good idea, sir.
And I will do the same. I'll just knock my head back and reduce my HP by 1.
Alright. So you two are now, like, incorporeal. However that
Well, now
works.
you can't get me out.
It's a nice trick.
I may have a health potion or 2 from the market.
I'm gonna become corporeal again.
I am going to become corporal and fish for health potions that I bought yesterday while I was out shopping.
See if I can get these shackles off of you both.
Don't mind if I do. I have a little pulls out a like a big old bobbin pin as well and hands it over, kind of like.
I was thinking more like I'm gonna punch.
Okay.
shackles
Hold
off.
on. Let me exhale. Let me go ahead and. Oh.
And then Royce just reels back his fist and punches the shackle.
Oh, thank you. Little
Yeah, for
adventure.
sure.
Never hurt no one. Definitely a little service, though. Ow.
Did you punch with silver or hell?
I'm punching with my silver knuckle.
Alright. So yeah, you no super effect from that, but like yeah, you do see it as you hit. the silver does spark off of this, not in some like ridiculous shockwave way or anything like that, but you do see that it is weak to weaker to the silver.
And I'm going to continue to punch it with my silver knuckles until it breaks free.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you get Ceylon free. You can also get Tsoki free this way if that is what you would like. I'm not going to make you roll for it or anything.
I would like to do that. Then
You do hear like a heavy footfall coming, like down an alleyway. Not alleyway, like down the hallway. This is stairs. It's just honest to goodness stairs. But you hear something approaching from the other way. And then you hear Chase's voice come again. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I did forget to mention, the kitchen stops serving food promptly at 8. TikTok, my friends.
Said you had health potions, Vatna.
I do.
I am going to pull out health potions that I bought yesterday because I was suckered into buying an adventurer's pack. And
Alright, sure.
using the
Yeah.
Doctor's Heal ability on one.
Yeah, so, like, you heal them all up, that's it. Yeah, basically, just like, you're all just chugging fucking things. You do, as you all healing up, you do hear the sound of, something large coming down the hallway towards you. And you do hear, like, the scraping of a giant metal object being dragged across the ground.
Well, you heard the man. We have TikTok to do. So up the stairs we go.
Yep. Before we go, I'm just gonna apologize. Or, I'm sorry. This wasn't exactly the adventure I was planning for, but I'm super excited to see where it leads. And Tsoki's gonna touch every one of you, and he's gonna glow a little bit, and then you'll have this little aura of wind around you as he casts shield on everybody. All right, and with that, I think be careful, don't die, and we got some dinner to catch.
This might prove useful.
And Vatna will pick up the helmetal chain that Royce punched off.
All I know is I'm definitely have already worked up an appetite. So maybe we can get there a little faster than the dinner bell, boys.
Alright, so as you climb the stairs, like, they feel like the metal stairs underneath you at first, as like, and rusted and corroding, like, just like the metal that you would chain to the wall with. Just, you're gonna get tetanus, for sure. Like, as you're walking, you are hearing the echoes of your steps on these metal steps, and it's like echoing back and forth, and then they slowly stopped, and you can no longer hear yourself walking up the stairs. You can no longer hear anything. All of 4 of your ears, well, the number of your ears, I think Tsoki has 4 himself, all of your ears begin to just ring with the silence of it. It feels suffocating as you approach the next floor. And when you finally do, you look out and just see nothing.
Mr. Ceylon, will you sing with me?
Fill it. We must fill the void, yes.
Vatna is going to use Aura's silvery broadcast.
What are you trying to broadcast?
A feeling of home.
Yeah, roll me that 20-sider.
Home, the silver thimble, camaraderie.
camaraderie. And you do not feel at home. You feel unconnected from anything. Like, there's nothing. Like, you lost track of Maester Ceylon's voice in that. Like, you have no concept of where she is, or if she was ever here at all. Like,
So there's
it is,
like.
Okay.
the darkness swallowed the sound of your
Where?
song.
Maestra! Maestra! Royce! Tsoki?
I guess I'll
Tsoki
do
is
this.
going to. Tsoki's going to reach into his bag and pull out a light bomb and push the button on it and throw it into the void to try to lighten up the area.
Oh, absolutely. Would you roll me a 20-sider just to see how effective this is? I know what it is, but... Oh, 16, absolutely. So you throw out the light bomb. Did that work there? And you see in front of you this absolute mammoth demon go charging for the light bomb, and like it's just he grabs it in his mouth, and you see him trying to chew it, and like the horrible snarling and just like trying to destroy this item, and like he cannot do it. Like no matter what it does, it cannot do it. But it is rampaging and just like a cat with a toy, except for he is literally trying to destroy this thing, but he cannot, because that's what the item you did was. You have lit up the endlessly dark expanse of this section of hell.
But it's distracted. Run!
Yeah, let's
Now's our
get him
chance.
on.
Just book it.
It goes faster.
Oh, absolutely. Who's
Is that
looking?
you?
Come on, over here.
I couldn't hear you.
Does anyone have any idea where the door might be, or the stairs? Like, who's leading, and which way are you running? It's probably not, as Vatna is definitely like the one that is most lost right now.
Tsoki's just gonna charge forward. It's like, all right, guys, the only way through is probably past the giant beastie, so stick close and don't get hit. I'm just gonna run like right through its legs, try to get to the other side of it, and just keep running.
Oh, for sure. I'll take that 20-sider anytime. So an 8. So we have a tough choice. Okay, so Tsoki, as you're diving through...
Ooh.
Absolutely. Alright. I will... Ox, do you want this to be the boss, or is it something at my discretion? Alright, so as you like dive through its legs, you do see like there is a moment, Tsoki, that you see Brahm standing next to you. Like, Brahm is still very small, he is mouse size, but he is on the ground running next to you instead of like in your lantern. He is out, and you see him like pulling out a dagger with a string tied to it. Like, he is going to try to like, he wants to bind this thing up. Now you can keep going if you want to make it to the next floor, or the tough choice is stay back and help him with what he's doing and figure out what's going on.
As I see Braum, I'm gonna like reach out to like fist bump him.
Oh, he'll do it. Tiny little
Okay.
Braum, like, boop.
Change plans, everybody. We're taking this thing down. And I'm gonna. Tsoki pulls out his two swords. One's a lightsaber and one's cuts through time. And just kind of post up. Like I'm diving through midway, and then I just kind of stop midway, and I'm just looking up, ready to attack.
Oh, absolutely. So the rest of you see Tsoki start to dive through this thing's legs, and then stops and starts making an attack at it. What do you do?
Why not? We're doing this now, I suppose.
I hear the order and I engage.
Let's go.
All right.
I will support with magic.
I'm gonna charge towards it, readying to punch it in the dick.
Absolutely. All four of you give me 20-siders.
Gonna go in this tree over here. I'm gonna run for the tree.
We got a 19 from Not Forgiven, a 13 from... Oh, we got 19 from Tsoki, 13 from Royce, 8 from Vatna, and 15 from Ceylon. So, Tsoki, what was your attack plan?
All right, so we got Braum right next to me. I'm gonna throw him up into the air, and to get access to like the head. As I go for the legs, and I'm just slashing. I'm just wild fervor, just slashing at the legs, just trying to bring it down a little bit to open up, or at least distract for Braum.
All right, absolutely. And Royce, you were running in. I know you said you were going to punch it in the dick, but any further plan than that, or just the dick punch it?
I'm running up, and as Tsoki is attacking its legs, I'd like to, if one of the legs falters, jump off it like a springboard and just uppercut him straight into the dick.
Absolutely.
With the silver knuckle.
And Ceylon, you are seeing that happen. What is your part in this?
Always the gentleman. Ceylon has run over to the tree, kind of the V fork in the tree, to prop their legs up, and it has used scintillate on the coils, the like metallic coils wrapped around their legs to blast them, and shake them so that everybody else's power is more effective, and overall it just. Yeah, it shakes them like a Coke can kind of vibe.
All right, yeah, cool. And Vatna, what was your plan, and how did it go a little bit wrong?
So my plan was to fish out a wand from my adventurer's pack and use a one-time wand ability called Last Light, the high-powered version, to just blast it right in its face. Because I was lagging behind, I haven't even gotten like through its legs yet.
Oh, for sure. And what was the part that went wrong?
Part that went wrong? The wrong wand.
Oh, it's the wrong wand. Which wand was it?
Let's see. What? It was the wand of conjure. Let's say.
All right,
And
so,
what conjures is just like a nondescript lump of earth.
yeah, I mean, it hits him, and like you guys do see him like begin to wobble, and like it screams, and as like it has this huge bellowing roar that like in the silence of this place echoes on for miles. Like you can feel it as it like begins like just stomping all over the place. And so you see Brahm like jumping as high as he can. I'm trying to get his token. You see Brahm jumping as high as he can with like a bunch of these like little cables, and he is like wrapping around its neck. And then you start to see Tsoki. Nobody else sees this, but Tsoki begins to see 3 more little like mice thieves around him, and like they are trying to tie up this creature. I'm gonna make a roll. Alright, so yeah, they have tied this up, and like with everybody like working together, and then that lump of earth hits it, you see it like collapse on the ground. Like its face basically at your level. It's still like gnashing its teeth out, but it doesn't have its legs or arms under it anymore. And it is trying to destroy any light is what it's doing. Like you can see it like crunching on the grenade that it has. And it's still like, this place is permanently lit up now by that magic, and this thing is not having a good time of it. So yeah, that is where it's at. It is bound on the ground, and you guys, Tsoki, you see Brahm like and his 3 little like companions like nodding, and then they start fading away, and you see Brahm back in the end of your lantern.
All right.
While it is down, follow up.
I suppose. I'd like to jump onto its head and grab its horns and attempt to snap its neck.
Yeah, that sounds like a thing you could do. So let's hit it. So that was a 2. Right. So I think
I got you,
what
sir.
happens is like
So I hop up there to try and do this, and at first I start to slip. But the slippage actually gives me the momentum to turn it around exactly how I want to.
In Vatna's fingers,
yeah, absolutely.
a leaf just turns to dust.
So yeah, as you just slide off and just break its neck just straight up.
Resounding snap.
No, for sure. And like as it falls to the ground completely, like just slumps over. I can't figure out which layer I have that token on, but anyway, it like you see the light grenade like fall deeper into its like throat, and you can watch it, and then it starts like bubbling where it is, like the light coming out from the inside and just bubbling and like ripping through it. And then just it crushes into dust. And now you guys do see the next door. You see the next level.
Conditions met.
Alright, everybody.
So as you walk up for the next level, like you see the stairs, and it's just like they are basically twisted, and like wood, but just like the darkest black. Like this side never is supposed to have sun or have light, so like you see the whole area kind of smoking under the light, not the heat, because that the grenade doesn't actually give off heat, just light. So like the ground that you guys are walking on is kind of becoming like bubbling tar. Not so bad that you get stuck or you're sinking, but you realize that if you had to spend any extended period of time here, it would be a problem. And as you walk up the stairs, like gusts of cold air are hitting you, and the ground is becoming brittle. Where you just saw one of those tar bubbles form, as you step on it, it shatters. As though it was just like introduced a liquid nitrogen situation. And you are all suddenly freezing.
Hands! Give me your hands! And we're grabbing hands so that way, as I hum, like shaking all of us to kind of maintain some warmth. And then, now take us away. Y'all are gonna have to, like when somebody's on crutches kind of situation, but like y'all are the crutches. I'll hold your hand, but y'all are gonna have to carry me.
All right.
And then we can at least stay warm. Come on.
That is.
You wanted Royce to pick you up. You could have just asked.
Everyone hold on to this string.
And Vatna will make a quick rope out of his silk so that everyone can hold on to it.
Ever the ingenious one, yes.
Let us find our way through here quickly.
50 feet of reality rope.
So what you see in front of you is like a small graveyard, it appears, with like what demonic ice sculptures, and then in the back is just alive, not alive, is a massive frozen ogre. Like absolutely the size of a mountain. It's like in front of you. It is unmoving.
I want to make it clear to you all. I can fight a lot of things. I don't know if I can fight that.
I don't think we got enough time anyway. I think we could leave this one on for the next party that might come through.
Yeah, the next dinner group.
Yeah.
Leave on ice, if you will. Nice, very nice.
It's the statues that concern me. Be wary of them, for they look in someone's likeness.
Let's tread lightly. And get somewhere warm quickly, because it's cold.
Somebody give me a 20-sided to figure out if you can find like the fastest way through. Or if who's looking for the stairs is basically what I'm asking.
Tsoki,
It's like, I'll keep leading, yes.
it's your dinner party.
It's obviously this way. I see everything.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Tsoki, as you are wandering closer, like looking for the door, you get close enough to this one that you can feel the cold air being pushed off of it. It's not just cold, it is generating cold. But like your warm body getting close to it, it starts to shake a little bit, and then you see it in time and manage to back yourself away from it. You do see that the door is right here. Oh, I'm a terrible color. There we go. The door is like right here.
The doors to the stairs looks like it's through these statues. These statues seem to react to heat. So we could either try to find a way around, or we could just most likely fight our way through.
Or we could thaw them all.
I'm partial to just sprinting as fast as we can through them all.
It'll be worth a shot. Worst case, the door is locked.
I've never met a door I couldn't open.
Ah, Royce, you're so cool.
Especially
All right, lead the charge.
Yeah, Royce, like, go ahead, give me the 20-sider as, like, Royce barrels through. Alright. So, a tough choice, Royce. Did you get... The ground is much slicker than any of you initially thought it'd be. Like, on top of you having, like, a fine layer of packed snow, but like you begin slipping around the closer you get to the statues. Your body heat, each one of you, is having a much more significant impact than you would have thought. Like you're melting the top amount of snow just from your presence alone. So you're sliding around. And your tough choice, Royce, is you are going to either slide in to one of these and it's going to begin to thaw like while you run, or else the storm gets significantly worse and it makes it harder for people to follow you.
Well, the patch of ice I slip on happens to just drive me into the arms of one of these nice statues. And I get a little handsy-feely with it.
Absolutely. And so the rest of you three, like Royce has led the charge. Like you get to the door. He is, though, being grabbed by one of the statues, but you three can get past.
Oh dear.
And like the statue is like grasping, like it has its like icy stone hands wrapped around your throat as it's just squeezing.
Vatna will pull out his blunderhoss and shoot it with the fire ammo.
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead and give me that roll.
Why are you aiming that at me? Whoa, 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 whoa!
So, with that 3, like another statue reaches its hand out, like it like becomes crazy long, and you hear like ice shattering, like 1,000 windows shattering as it approaches you, but it's snake-like and shattering all over. And then it's so long it grabs the blunderhoss and lifts it off and lifts it out of Vatna's hands. And now there are 2 of these statues looking at you, and one of them has the blunderhoss in its hand. It is not broken. It is like fully workable. It is just out of your ownership.
Fine.
Yes.
One shot anyway.
Tsoki's going to reach into his front pocket where there is a pack of what I believe are wooden cigarettes that I got from Officer Trafford. And I'm going to start smoking it to channel the magic that he taught me and try to use frostbite to refreeze the statue that now has the blunderhoss. So
absolutely. Give me that.
Breathe in the cigarette and then blow out cool frost air. Trying to refreeze it.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, the snake-like arm is like holding it up out of reach, like it's in the air, but it stops moving, and you guys stop hearing the shattering sound so much. You do start to hear the soft pops of a pond, like that has been completely frozen over on the first warm day. Like those sounds are happening all around you, and Royce is still like being choked out.
I would like to light my clothes on fire.
Okay. Yeah. I'm actually going to roll against you for that.
Mhm.
I'm just going to roll. Alright, so the tough choice that this statue has is Royce lights his clothes on fire, so he's just basically a fireball standing like in the grasp of this thing. So the two choices, I'll let you make it. Like, one of them is it's gonna like hold you at a longer range, so it's not close to its body, but it's not gonna let you go. It's just not gonna do damage. The second thing it's gonna do is break, or it'll break off its own arm, and you will continue to be choked, but it will then be trying to attack you with its other arm. But it's gonna have much less health if it does that.
I'm okay being choked a little bit.
Okay. So it shatters its arm, and you fall to the ground, but you still have the ice hand like clutching your throat as this thing like pulls a sword out with its other hand. It's just this like giant claymore that's never meant to be used by one hand, but it's holding it. And that's what Tsoki and Ceylon that's what Tsoki and Ceylon see. Is Royce has himself free. The statue is about to attack him some more as a giant claymore. Actually, it should be just Ceylon because Tsoki refreezed the other statue. So what you got, Ceylon?
Yeah, everybody kind of took really great approaches, and Ceylon sees that and kind of missed their moment. They were thinking about the reality string and taking their talons and like ice spikes, setting like running up a forward bit and then setting their like spikes in the ground to swing the if anybody was on the other end of the line, and that's the nod to see if any smaller creature is interested in being flung out, and then themselves kind of spiking on the ground. That way we can get there faster to Royce and like at least catch him quick and have a quick way to get out of the falling, popping ice floor. So kind of literally ice skating, but with a string and working with that momentum to get like there faster and out was my thought. And if anybody else wanted to let go of the string as I tug it as y'all are doing your own thing as well, was my thought of just... No, maybe I can just, I'm so sorry. Ceylon attempts that, see everybody does their thing, and yet again scintillates to boost, like speed skating, on their razor-sharp talon feet over to Royce to help with the choking. And I think the momentum of... how they do not gracefully stop into Royce might be like part of the attack. Is the Ceylon with that as she is like going all the way down, she is just screaming, "Let him go! Let him go!" Just...
Oh dear.
Here she comes.
She's not stopping. Oh no.
Yeah, give me that 20-sider.
It's beautiful.
Ceylon, slow down. Slow down.
Inspire me.
Ceylon, in fact, does not slow down.
And that's not very nice.
Alright, Ceylon, as you approach, the statue sees you sliding and off balance and just cleaves at you. Like, it recognizes like that you are off balance and just slams this sword like just straight down, just fucking like 12-6 swing. And it is dull, and you have the windshield from Tsoki, and that's the only thing that saves you as you get laid out. Just like you go from sliding up the side to this thing catches you in the collarbone all the way down your front left side and just slams you into the ground. You all hear the ground pop as like the ice beneath your feet is beginning to break.
Oh, you
And you
bitch.
take 4 damage, Ceylon.
Ow!
Royce, Tsoki, Vatna, you see Ceylon is down. Like, not dead or anything, but just knocked to the ground. Right. So yeah, I don't think Ceylon gets them with this hit, as Ceylon wasn't like rushing in for an attack, but Royce could like destroy. You can do 4 damage to it, Ceylon or Royce. Like the cross counter, it was played.
As the statue swings down, I'll do a quick jab with the silver knuckle straight to its chest.
Then Ceylon is still flattened by the blade, but then that opening allowed Royce to do the final, just finishing it off.
My fucking friend.
Oh.
You do see a mummified corpse in the center of all of the ice.
We need to go. Now.
Picking myself up. Oh! Hand on. Mummified corpse. Ceylon is gonna grab, if shiny, but at the same time just grabbing part of the bandage, and part of that mummified bandage as walking back.
Wrong kind of mummy.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Any
naked
type.
leathery corpse.
Yeah, even better. The longest piece of leather and a couple of bones is kind of in play, and that is what Ceylon's gonna help make kind of a stabilitating corset kind of structure as they are rushing out and running out. That's what they're going to be working on in the background. Because ow, you're hurting a whole side kind of hurts a lung, and needs the structure.
I think as Ceylon grabs the mummy like flesh, like peeling the mummy leather, which is fun, and grabbing the bones, Tsoki and Vatna, you both see the giant ogre, its eyes begin to move and look at Ceylon.
Oh, no. The Guardian awakens.
No, I'm almost done.
What was that, Vatna? Please tell me you're not saying what I think you're saying.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
We're out of time.
And Royce will start booking it again towards the stairs.
Yeah, let's go.
Helping
Go to sleep.
Ceylon.
Go to sleep. No. All the bones clattering behind her.
I need all 4 of you to give me a 20-sider. This, you're all gonna make it as long as it's not a failure or lower for you. See? Not forgiven? Perfectly fine. Ceylon and Royce? Not fine. Alright, here's
what I'm gonna do to help them
okay,
out.
go for it.
I'm gonna basically uncollapse my kite, take to the air, and just kind of, with the extra speed that I'll have in the air, just kind of grab them by the cuffs of their jackets or their clothes. So I guess I'm grabbing Royce by his ponytail because he burned off his clothes.
You're pulling my hair.
And I'm just trying to drag them along as I make the mad dash to the door.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll let you guys all get out with that just fine. You do see, this thing cracks its neck, and this ice is shattering down around you, and just snow drifts, and it's looking down at you, and you feel it become aware of all of your presence. And Ceylon, you feel, it has its eyes. Not even its eyes, it has its presence locked on Ceylon, in a deep way.
Oh, a fan.
We should flip it the bird as we're leaving. Fuck you.
Oh, you've got a stupid face.
We incur curses by doing this.
It's like I wouldn't antagonize that thing.
But look at him.
So we're going to the next level. Let's go.
Yeah, Tsoki is like hauling ass, and the only reason that you're clear of from doing like giving it the finger is the fact that he rolled a 20. And like you, as you guys are climbing the stairs, and it's like you start to hear just like chittering laughter, and just like then moans, but then it's quickly like just overdone. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm sorry, I don't want you guys to break character. Like fleshed out, not fleshed out, but like drown out. That's what I'm looking for. By the sound of its hand reaching into the doorway. Like it's right behind you as you guys climb up these stairs. This giant hand is wrecking the hallway in just massive amounts of rage.
Bad ogre. Bad. This is a hell of a restaurant, Tsoki.
Oh, this is wonderful. You guys having a great time? I'm having a great time.
What was it you said right before I passed out? Adventure?
Adventure! Yes! That's what this is.
Adventure, indeed.
So I did not dream that. Okay.
You guys
Royce
make
grabs
it to the top of the stairs.
mummified hand on his neck and like tosses it at the ogre hand. You're
Alright,
fine, you
alright,
have it
hold
back.
So you guys make it to the top of the stairs, and this is what you see. Like, there are bodies, like, coming out of the walls. They are not staying still. Like, imagine the walls and the floor are almost waterbed related. Like, faces and limbs are poking out of them, and every once in a while you recognize that face. You know that you saw that face before.
Oh.
I'm going to quickly weave Ceylon a little shoulder shawl and give her the special shield that I got. Protects from HP or AP damage.
Oh, thank you. Puts it kind of to one side, alongside the now like mummy fleshed ribs, and kind of coming together. Let's see if it's nap time for them, and we'll begin a lullaby as we are putting that on, and so then the lullaby can. We're trying to figure out which lullaby is it that we know that might this room kind of calm the waters. We're trying to soothe the waters, and the in that lullaby see if we can lull. Yeah, lull.
I think with an 11, the thing you immediately notice is that before you even cast the spell or like use the AP, you realize that these are not alive.
Oh no!
These are not, like, you guys are not seeing the same faces at the same time. Like, you are all seeing different faces.
Does anyone see a floor, or is it just bodies all the way down?
Right now, if you're looking for stuff, then you can give me a roll and we'll find that. But like, when you look down without having a specific thing in mind, you find the fact that like there are hands like palm up right beneath your feet, and like you are standing on people's hands.
To those who lift us.
And Vatna will just like try and traipse about the upraised palms.
Oh, you can walk on them for sure. Like, sometimes they're a little higher than you want them to be, and like, but if you watch where you step, you can effectively walk across this area.
Practically dancing over them. Come, it is safe as long as you just watch where you step.
Hmm.
Right.
Time to get a little handsy. Don't mind if we do.
All right, on we go.
All right, who's searching for that exit?
Lead the way, Vatna.
Yeah, I am. I'm just
Huh?
looking for the most prominent path, let's say.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that 20-setter.
60.
Yeah, you definitely find it. Like, you realize that just like walking without a care is the way to get through here. Like, just don't look at the faces. As you like walk through, you do hear them crying out for you. You do hear multiple of them calling out for you, Vatna, in a voice. They are saying your name, and Ceylon, they are calling out your name, and Tsoki, they are calling out your name. But then, Vatna, you hear them call out Lurid. And then voice, same for you, you hear them call out Kole. And Tsoki, not forgiven, and Ceylon, Twy. They are just pleading with you. Let them out, get them out, help them out.
But it is the villainous who stab at empathy.
Indeed.
Just ignore them and trudge forward on the path.
It'd be rude not to answer a call.
Sometimes you
We could
have to
reward
just
you.
let it ring.
We could help you.
That's true. You never know what you're gonna find on the other side.
And Royce is going to begin whistling to drown out the voices.
Absolutely. Roll me that 20-setter. Ten, so a tough choice. Oh no, actually it's 11 with confidence. So yeah. Yeah, voice, you managed to block it out completely. Like, you just following Vatna. I'm picturing that very, like, the artwork that Lurid got commissioned, the Calvin and Hobbes thing. It's basically the same situation here. Like, Vatna just, like, leading the way, not paying any attention, and voice behind him also just whistling, not paying any attention. But
Tsoki's
Tsoki
skipping along, just trying just to pay no mind and keep his eyes on Royce and Vatna ahead of him.
Yeah, if you just want to like link yourself up with voices whistling, absolutely. You wouldn't even have to make a roll, just like follow along with those two.
We can start scattering flowers to the reaching hands.
Anything that touches the ground goes away.
No, but it's the thought that counts.
Like it not just goes away, it gets taken. Something is taking anything that you put on the ground.
You're welcome.
And Ceylon, how's Ceylon getting through?
Joining in with the jam is absolutely a little... I'm never gonna not join an impromptu quartet and won't answer the call that's coming from the void, because it's yet again been a long time since I've danced and had the song, and well, let's do it. And it do joins in. Do.
Hilarious.
Start plucking the strings on my my silk harp.
Ding 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 ding.
So you guys find the exit, and like it is like the bodies become stairs, or like this forearm reaches out in just such a way that you get a step up, and the next it's a leg, and then it's like a head, a body laying on its side, and you just take to the stairs, and the more you don't pay attention to them, the more that you realize you were just walking on stairs. They're just stairs. Just solid slate black stairs.
Go on up.
Refreshing.
I think now we're finally done with the warm-up phase.
It's getting so hot, guys. It's so hot.
So things are starting to warm up themselves.
Royce, Royce, you're feeling a little familiar.
At this point, Royce doesn't have a shirt on.
Excellent.
That got burnt up in the winter area. He just tore it completely off.
And yeah, you are in the doom part of hell. You come out and you just hear a thrumming bass line with just like somebody's just like hitting so many syllables on that drum solo. Not syllables, cymbals on that drum solo. It's insane. Like, it's super hot. You can see like black poisonous smoke going into the sky. It's hard to breathe because it's so hot. You see one of Royce's fists has burst into like a permanent flame that does not seem to be burning Royce.
I'm back.
And just like this giant demon standing there just roars at you.
Oh, are you the condition we have to meet?
So he's just waving at him, just like, hello.
It's going to attack all four of you right now.
I am going to jump up onto a mound with a dead demon on it and fire its heavy weapon directly at it with a bombard card.
Oh yeah, sure.
Just like all of it right over there.
Like, you see it just like the whole area goes up with like green plasma for a second as it like runs over it, and it like sticks its head through it and just like chomps at you and just takes a bite out of the cannon that you just fired at it with. But that was its attack instead of actually getting a successful attack on you.
Wonderful.
So we'll put...
I'm gonna look at this demon and size him up.
This demon has 30 HP. It has 15 AP. It hits on a normal attack for 4 damage. It has a special move that will damage everybody, and it'll damage everybody for 8 damage if that gets off.
He's a big bitch. I'm like cracking my neck. It's like, ugh. Y'all ready for this?
And like it cracks its neck, and it's just like this loud, like snapping bone sounds, and it like flexes at you and just roars.
Are we about to see a Royce special?
And then Royce is gonna focus his magical energies. And you'd like to blink on top of its head.
Absolutely, give me that 20-sider. This will encompass the whole attack. The blink is just how you get there. All right, 10. Oh, one more time. We got double up still. And that's an 11. So yeah, a successful attack. Yeah, you're right on its shoulder, or right next to its head. Or on its head. I can't remember which one you wanted.
Pop up there and just like, Sup, beautiful. And then I'm just going to lay into him with 3 attacks from my limit break ability.
Absolutely.
Bam, bam, bam.
So roll me 2d20 3 times, though.
These attacks automatically
Oh, yeah, that's
are
right,
successful.
they do.
And then I keep rolling.
Yep, that's... No, I don't see a way for help arrives to actually work in this situation. Sorry. Oh, you keep... I'm sorry. You keep going until you fail, correct? This won't count against you if we're talking out of character. Did I not move any of you guys as characters into this game? I'm so sorry. I'm the worst
Lower
DM.
than a success.
Okay. So yeah, you hit it 4 times. For double damage.
Playing a card.
If confidence is still up, then that
No,
should
confidence got blown. Not blown, but like wore out of time.
hit.
No, wait, no, it's good. It's still good. Yeah. So, Royce, what does it look like? And keep rolling, because you're good for now.
Oh,
And
I'm just alternating punches into his face. Like, if he starts teetering, I'm just laying into him still more and more.
Yeah, okay.
You're going down.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, that one, though. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 3 other times. 7. He hit him with 6. Oh no, it's dead. My bad. It was dead before that 1 was rolled.
So he leans over to Ceylon and be like, the Royce special. It's really just an honor to see it in person up close.
Good
Royce is going to ride him
invitation,
down
no
to the
doubt.
ground.
Good job. Gonna make the perfect dinner date.
I've never seen that before.
Oh, I knew the one shot was definitely going to be played.
Royce raises up his hands and just screams out, "Yes! Yes!"
All right, earn your dinner now.
Royce, when you guys see Royce pull his hand out of it, stuck on the silver like brass knuckle situation, like stuck on it is a bit of the spine of this demon, and Royce just kind of keeps on pulling and then like to get his hand free, and you see he has a great sword that is like the spine of this demon. Like it's bigger. It's like easily 8 feet when he's holding it. But like something about it tells Royce if he just puts it like touch it to your back, it'll shrink down to a manageable size until you use it again. But this is somewhere between that one character from Bleach, I don't remember his name. He had like a bone whip as his sword, and Cloud's Buster sword is kind of how I want you to picture this weapon, but made out of a spine.
And he'll do just that. He'll put it on his back, and he walks over the rest of them like, "All right, I'm now limbered up. Let's keep going." Ooh.
Oh, like the bondage you got there.
What a legend.
Gonna do a quick scour about the field, see if there's anything that might look usable.
So like you look across the field, and I will give you some information for free. You guys walk around just for a second, just catch your breath after like the following floors because there doesn't seem to be any other demons in this area, just that one. And you quickly find the wall. Like, it's very similar to the way that Karam was investigating the library yesterday. There's just an invisible wall. And it seems impenetrable as of right now. But, like, you can look out it, and you see further out. And, like, the more you just, like, kind of look further and further and further, like, even if you pull out binoculars and look, the further it goes, the more hellish this gets. Like, this creature is the tamest thing out here. The further you go outwards, like, the more dark, the more fiery and absolutely terrible it gets. And you get that impression that it's how it is for all of these floors. That if you go to the edge and look out, the things that you see further away are the nightmares. Like, are the really scary shit. Like, this is just the lobby.
This is just for the show.
Hmm.
And what a show it's been so far.
Again, thank you for the invitation. I think this dinner date's going quite well.
Royce, see the door while you're up there?
Oh yeah, either one, Vatna or Royce, could have seen it. There is... This stairway actually goes down. But it is the only stairway you see. And it's the correct stairway. I won't fuck with you on that one, but it goes down.
Hell is fucking with us. Let's go.
Yeah. Royce looks around. I'll be back.
So as you walk down, like,
I
you
hope
walk down
I
the stairs.
witness it then, sir.
It gets darker and darker the further down you go. You get to the point where you can't see the light above you anymore. But there is like a slight glow as you walk, and then you realize you've stepped right into water. But the stairs keep going. And you soon find yourself all realizing the only way out is to dive in and go into the water.
We all good at swimming?
I'm the bird kind.
So that's a no.
No.
At the very least, I think I have something that can aid us with our subversive adventure.
And I'm gonna pull out 4 water-breathing potions that I got from the market. But
Oh no,
I'm
you
really-
guys are, you guys have water, and you guys have your rebreathers on your outfits. You guys are good there. You don't need, unless you want, like.
I'll take one.
Yeah, sure.
Just in case.
Okay.
I'm playing a
prepared.
naturalist card.
Yeah, it gills. I got you. No problem. So let me slide you all to this terrible map. And yeah, as you guys see, like, get under the water, like, and your eyes adjust to it, you can see and feel that you're pressing up against absolute giant piranhas. Like, you can see their teeth are almost as big as your arms. And they are not swarming yet, but they can definitely sense, like, the blood in the water.
Careful.
How are we getting through?
Slowly, as to not scrape against any.
Right?
I'm gonna do my best to avoid them. Should one of them start to get a little too interested, I'll shoot a magic missile at one of the other ones to wound it, so they'll all eat that one.
Yeah. So Vatna and Royce, both of you two, make me a roll as you're like appear to be leading the way through this.
A lot of demons.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm. All right. So tough choice. I'll let you two decide. Which one of you two got bit by one of these fish?
I got a shield up, so I'm fine with being bit.
Oh, like these guys are gonna bite you for 3, but it's mostly the fact that when you get bit by one of these, you do the active provoke is what happens for you.
Well, if I was a fish, I would want to go for the meatiest one.
All right, so you want to take it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Royce, you get bit for 3 damage, and then you all feel it as they all start swarming the area. It's like being caught in a tornado.
But as that happens, I would like to look at all my friends and like point to their ears. And I look at Tsoki and I'm just like, I'm sorry, man. And like I make the motion to plug your ears. I would like to clap my hands underwater.
Oh
and
yeah,
release
absolutely.
my
Thunderclap
spell
for sure.
clap.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
yeah,
plug my
yeah.
ears or lower my antennae.
Got both arms trying to like cover my entire head. So I'm just no.
Oh, good idea. And Ceylon grabs grabs Lore's crystal. At the all hands, Ceylon was tinkering with capturing their voice into a crystal. And when Royce does the thunderclap, I've got just the thing, Royce. Good thinking. And tosses out the crystal of Lore's voice saying, the crew is multifaceted. The crew is in a world that's multifaceted. And it will whirlpool the viscera it'll whirlpool the viscera outwards.
All right, Royce, give me that roll. I believe confidence is still up because we didn't need that 1. Yeah. So with an 11, like yeah, well, it's like you clap and you clear a shot. Like it wasn't good enough to like they're dead, but they are all like really pushed back, like super spread out. Like you guys have a straight shot at it. You can like while you're doing that, like the rest of the team can see there's like a doorway on its side up here, but it is open, and that's where you're heading.
I
fast as I
make
can.
my way there.
Alright, you just straight swimming it?
Yep.
Alright.
I'm gonna purposely stay behind everyone else.
I am going to trail that silk rope behind me, so Royce has something to grab onto when we make it there.
Yeah, for sure.
Grab this when we approach.
Tsoki, Ceylon, and Vatna, each one of you give me a 20-sider, please. Ooh. That's a rough one. Okay, so we lost confidence. Ceylon rolled a 1. Tsoki rolled a 9. Vatna rolled a 4. Ceylon, you are down in these crushing depths. Like, you're the first one to start like realizing how like tight it feels down here. You suddenly realize that it's way more than it would be even in a normal ocean. Like, you can't move your arms or legs. Like, you try to like swim or move at all, and you feel like you are locked in a box. And it's just like, you just cannot physically move.
It's the corset. It's the corset. I've got to get the corset.
Vatna, you realize that as you're swimming, like, you don't recognize like how these waters move, and like you get pulled a little bit by like the water coming back in from the clap that Royce did, and you get tossed around, and you now realize that you are surrounded by the piranhas. Like, you're over here. Now, Tsoki, what you see is Ceylon is attempting to move, but she can't. Like, I'm not saying that she's panicking, but she's having a time of it. But you also see Vatna like you also see Vatna like into all of the piranhas, and they are swirling around him. They are getting ready to bite at him. Your tough choice is, which one do you save right now?
So, as Tsoki looks back to find his friends kind of suspended and in need of assistance, you'll see him start to channel some magic and attempt to just control the water to push them towards the door. And targeting first Ceylon.
But I understand what you're going for with that. So yeah, give me that 20-sider to narrate how that goes based on what you roll. Alright, so it's successful. So what you're aiming for does happen.
Okay. So, Tsoki, his runes light up as he starts waving his arms in a motion, and the water around him starts to be influenced by his command, and as he'll throw it out as like a fishing line to reach for Ceylon and just pull back with it.
Right here! Yes! Get it! Get it off!
And throw her at the door.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Ceylon, you go shuttling through, like, so fast. Like, boom! The door, you completely clear the door in one quick, like, motion. I accidentally grabbed the sharks. In one quick motion.
With the snapping of the corset, and the, like, rapid expanding, and just that amount of all the pressure, it just, and the plumage of everything, and busting a lung, on the left side especially. And it's just, I don't know how that sounds more than just the same. I'm just exploding inside.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, So that Ceylon splashes out of the water. Just not in the water anymore.
Told you I'm a bird kind. The bird kind!
So, Vatna and Royce, how do you help Vatna? And Vatna and Royce, how do you get Vatna out of that situation that they find themselves in?
I was going to blink right at the door. I realized, oh, this isn't a stitch, it's a cat's cradle. And I will just expand the silk that I was weaving into a rope, into just a little portal, and blink right up to where Ceylon exited.
Yeah, give me a 20-sider for that.
Oof.
Oof. Oof, so that's a natural 1, everyone. One second. There we go. Yeah, you're still swimming where you were a moment ago, Vatna. But the sharks disappeared. Or the piranhas disappeared.
There is always a bigger fish.
Vatna, roll me a 4-sider. Okay. Yeah, Royce, like half the sharks disappeared. It looks like you guys are clear to, if you just wanted to grab like that rope that Vatna had and just drag him with you, you guys are clear to go. Vatna is currently like doing like a cat's cradle with some rope.
Working. Why isn't this working?
It worked. It worked so well. If your plan was to send the shark somewhere else.
I'd like to grab the rope and like position myself on this little shelf here. Kind of squat down, build up the strength in my glutes, and I'm gonna push off from the bottom here, attempting to grab Tsoki and pull Vatna with me into the doorway.
Absolutely, I love this. I think honestly we're good enough to just let that one rock. Just shuttles through. So, Ceylon, you have been up here for a minute at this point. And it is just the most goddamn boring place that you've ever seen in your life. It's so fucking just shitty. It's just like, it's monotonous. All you can hear is just like the copy machine is going and the printers are going and everybody's like going back and forth on their shitty chairs. And
You got a towel? You got a towel? Does anybody have a towel? Looking around and seeing the boringness. And you're not even listening to me, are you? There's a towel, towel. Anyone with a towel?
They turn it once, like, and they just start screaming and grabbing like protractors and compasses and like calculators, and one of them definitely has like 2 staplers like nunchucks.
No, just a towel.
Without leaving their chairs, they are rolling as fast as they can at you, swinging these office supplies as weapons.
I don't need. Are those? Ceylon shivers and shivers and shivers all the water off of her. I just needed a towel, and scintillates, wets everything that is metal and makes it spark across wide. to cause chaos and to continue. I just need and it's looking under the desks of just something to dry off and shimming and shaking.
They're gonna attack you. They're actively attacking you.
And Ceylon responds by shocking everything that's coming at me to let's pause the meeting and stop, slow down, yeah.
Alright, so they rolled a 2, which means as they are heading at you, just a bunch of like sharks appear above them and just like slapping around all over the office, and they are biting everything, like desks, like they're like they are not in water, but they are slithering absolutely everywhere around.
Sick and tired of these goddamn sharks and these goddamn officers. Just need a towel, dry off, and get to dinner.
And then we have like Royce comes bursting through the door. Royce comes like from the door on the floor, and followed by Tsoki and followed by Vatna. Like, all of you appear to just seeing a bunch of devils wearing suits attacking sharks flopping around on the ground with like printers and monitors and protractors, and like one of them definitely has one of those old school paper cutters that he's trying to make work.
I may be responsible for this situation, but I suggest we let it play out and move on.
So yeah, I mean, you can definitely try to find the door here.
Definitely gonna just be hopping over desks to avoid the sharks and trying to find the door.
Oh, this'll work. Ceylon finds a banner, like a school banner, and starts shaking and drying off. And well, let's keep looking around. Let's see. Just trying every door to see if that's the actual door out.
Yeah, roll me a 20 setter. So looking for the door.
Yup, always in the most boring of places.
The wall.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely see, like, it's this door right back here. Like, this is what you're trying to get to. So, yeah, you guys found it. How do you make it through, though? Like Tsoki, Royce, Vatna, Ceylon, how do you... Well, yeah, all of you. How do you get through? Does it, like, run on the desks? Do you just, like, kick sharks around?
I'm going to take an empty office chair and I'm going to ride it through the sharks. Just... Let's go! Just try to brute force my way through.
How does that look? Tell me how it looks. There's another one. There's a demon right next to you. He's got his chair turned around backwards, so he's got his like arms on the backrest, and he's like kicking off the ground, chasing you. And you see his other arm is like holding a stapler in such a way that when he squeezes it, it'll fire out like a gun at you. So he's like right behind you, and he's trying to like shoot you with his stapler.
I'm going to, or Tsoki jumps up in the air and tries to just like roundhouse kick him off the chair to take the chair as his own, and just he's using his lantern as like a like his lantern pole as like a ski thing, and just or like a row, and just rowing on the ground through the melee that's happening right now.
Absolutely. So you go to spin kick, and he dodges to the side, and you see him like whipping the stapler at your face. Like he's coming in for a slap. How do you dodge it? He ducked under your roundhouse kick, and he got right next to you. He's right there. You can make a roll, or you can just tell me how you dodge it.
As he is swinging, instead of catching myself, I'm gonna fall to the ground to dodge the blow that's coming at me, and then I'm gonna push off the ground and try to just slam my feet back into him using momentum.
Absolutely. So like, it's definitely gonna be this one. It's like right next to you. And then, Royce, you just see this guy come flying off, and he smashes into the desk. It's at that moment that you notice that the office chairs are part of them, like the ones that they're on. That is not like a separate thing. As Tsoki's like flying over everybody and makes it to the door. Tsoki's through the door, like, and most of the time, the doors are like a decent hallway, but you hear something like directly on the other side of that door. It's almost like oons, 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 oons.
All right, everybody, come on! It sounds like there's a party going on over here.
I'm just hopping from desk to desk, making my way to the door.
On a mail cart and kind of scooting my way on over.
All right. As you scoot on that mail cart, you see this guy come like flying out of the copy room, and like he is riding on the back of a shark, like as though the shark itself is not. He's not doing it like a skateboard. But have you ever like grabbed onto a raft, like bear hug it from behind and then jump into a pool? That is how he is piloting this shark. And like he is trying to like, it is like laying down and like moving down the between cubicles at an incredible speed, and considering the fact that it's out of water. And the shark is going to bite at you, and he is going to gore at you with his horns. So how does Ceylon get away from that?
Ceylon's got maneuverability, always tummy down, and is using their legs to be able to dodge their gore. and just, well, come on, come and catch me then.
Vatna's going to hop from one of the desks right onto the back of the shark, but also behind the devil, and shackle his horns with the hellmetal shackles we got from the first room.
Like, no.
So Ceylon can like barrel through that while it's distracted with her mail cart. Oops, no, they came back.
And then just yank back on the chain.
Oh, for sure. Alright, Royce, you were standing in the middle of the whole mess, like basically like in the pit of it, like in the center of all of the cubicles. There are sharks everywhere. There are still some like demons that are fighting the sharks. Some of them have got the sharks under control. One of them definitely has his entire arm inside of a shark. He's acting like it's was his idea and trying to slap you with the shark's tail, but it was not.
I'm gonna simply grab one of these office desks and start swinging it side to side as I walk calmly towards the door.
Alright. So you do see one of the bigger guys. Like, he is not in a chair. He comes like running out of a side corner office. And he is just gonna leap up, and he is getting ready to Superman punch Royce as like Royce has leaned the desk the other way. What does Royce do in this situation? Like, he's coming. This guy's.
I hope I hit a home run.
Oh, you're just gonna swing the desk right back at him?
I'm just gonna swing the desk at him. Attempt to fly him back through to his office.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that is perfectly fine. All right, go with me on this one, everyone. So, Ceylon barreling towards Tsoki on her mail cart. Runs in
Deliver!
like absolutely. So like flying down the side. The shark comes flying at her. Vatna jumps on the back of that shark and like rears up on the demon, which rears up on the shark. The corner office demon gets like knocked back. The shark is in the middle of rearing up and just bites whatever gets set in his mouth, which is that demon. And which is that demon, and then like he falls down and hits the other demon that Vatna is holding. And you guys just like make it to the end of it. It's like none of the other demons are coming anywhere near Royce after they see him fucking annihilate the corner office demon. And then you guys just can open the door, and you guys hear it too. Like, it seems like there's rave music going on in the next room.
But before we leave, Royce is going to turn to all the demons and be like, "Why aren't any of you working? We have a deadline to meet now. Come on."
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. And like they start running around and like one of them like reaches down as he like walks past the corner office demon, like his bisected body. He's still like with his arms like crawling himself around the office. Like he has like a coffee cup that says "Number One Boss," and like that.
I take that from him and give it to Royce.
Oh, I was gonna give him his tie. So yeah, like Vatna gives Royce the "Number One Boss," and like the other demon like pulls the guy's tie off and like puts it on Royce, and just yes sir, yes sir.
Good. I want to see those reports by morning.
Yes sir.
And then Royce is going to walk out through the door.
And next
just like-
time we walk in, don't have around.
Tick 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 tick. Ching. Tick 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 tick. Ching. I'm not sure what they're doing, but they are doing it fast.
Good job, everybody.
Mm-hmm. We're very proud of you, but this quarter, get it up! Get it up!
Yeah. Tick 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 tick. Ding. And then you guys walk through the room, and it's just like, have you guys ever been to a bar where the hallway to the bathrooms feels a little bit too close? Like, it's not wide enough. Like, there's never enough space for two people to walk past each other, so one person always has to turn sideways.
Oh,
And, like,
yeah.
it's in a
Close
bar,
quarters.
so the air is kind of stale anyway, especially if the bathrooms are near the kitchen, because you're getting the steam and stuff from the kitchen.
Yeah, the speakeasy's just like that.
It's like I'm picturing personally the Unicorn Bar in Seattle.
Yeah, we know
but-
Wound Rave.
So you guys, once you get to the other end of the door, you just see a sign that says "Welcome to Tartarus," and then just as far as you can see, you see Medusas, and you see harpies, and you see satyrs and nymphs and so many other other Greek creatures of mythology just dancing in what appears to be almost a cyberpunk nightclub.
Immediately order 4 drinks to cool off.
There are copious amounts of drugs here.
So I guess we've made it. Oh.
What is that?
All
There's
right,
5
distraction.
floors, right? 5 floors.
5, 4? No. No, but look at this. No. Another? No.
You getting drinks, Vatna?
What would you? I'm certain they have everything.
It's like behind the bar is a very strange, like, seeming creature. As you approach, she says, "Hi, the name's Cherry. What can I get you all?"
Hello, fellow creature. 4 drinks to cool off.
And she's just like, looks down, she's just like, "Stars?"
Well, yeah, I'll present my punch card.
Vatna, you have, of the 9 stars filled, like, you have 6.
Okay.
Royce, you have... Royce, because you started with 1 already, you have 7. Tsoki, you have 5, and Ceylon, you also have 5. Like, B's just like, I could offer you a boon. You can get yourself a nice drink. And she offers, like, you see it, like, she's like, this one will fill you up completely. You'll be tip-top shape for the next round.
That sounds wonderful, and I slap my card down on the counter.
Yes, the refresh is in order.
Well, we might as well. Put Evo, please.
So you see her hand go over the all of your cards, and you each lose a star. But
Better not to kill me.
no. And she sets down the bottles in front of you. She's just, where y'all from? I don't know if Cherry says y'all, but sorry. I'm not very good at being art. Nowhere near horny enough.
Getaways of everywhere.
There's us.
I'm gonna grab the drink and start chugging it.
It's delicious. It just says ambrosia on the side.
I slam the glass down. Oh,
I
it's
sip
so
mine through a
good.
straw. Cheers,
You-
everyone.
Like, you guys, as you drink it, you're fully refreshed. You're ready to go. Like, it cools you down and warms you up to the exact amount that you want to be done.
All prepped and ready for
Silver
dinner.
Thimble. Come by sometime.
And where are you from? Where would you be visiting?
I'm sorry, what?
Where would you, no, never mind. Thank you so much. This hit the spot.
Absolutely.
Where is the door?
And she's just like, I'm sorry. What was that? Which door?
The door through.
And like, you see her pour herself, and you see her pour 4 shots in front of her, and that, like, as though she's about to hand them to you, and then you guys just see a little tentacle come up and grab them as she takes all 4 shots. And she's like, it wouldn't be much of a test if we just told you where the door was.
One for one.
I'm gonna look out through the crowd and try to discern through the hazy smoke where the door might be.
Yeah.
Where is the
20
best
setter.
place to dance?
Cherry responds to Vatna. It's just like right there, and you see a spot that has like pressure sensitive tiles on the floor that as you step on them, like based on what dance move you're doing, when your foot touches it, it glows a different color. It has a different effect.
Gonna try my feet at that.
Oh, feeling brave, are you? Don't forget, we got dinner we have to make.
Just one song.
Oh, just one.
Yeah. So, Royce, as Vatna is dancing and you're looking through the crowd, like, you will find the door after a while, but it's going to take a little bit. Ceylon and Tsoki, you see Vatna take to this little special stage. What are you two doing?
I'm joining Vatna. We're in for a dance. I can't turn down a dance.
We've already gotten linked up in song. Might as well in boogie.
Alright, so all 3 of you roll 20-siders. Yeah, the average is about 11, so, you all three are, like, on the thing, and what's the dance that you're doing? The music is definitely high tempo, like, retro 80s wave situation, synth sounds.
What type of music is going through? EDM?
Yeah, like, EDM, 80s techno, like, early 90s techno, a little bit like Paul Oakenfold. I might be the only one that knows that one.
I dance a lot of electro swing myself, and so I'm doing the Satyr's Shake.
Alright, Tsoki, how's
I
Tsoki getting down?
I just start busting a move and start breakdancing, and I'm just spinning, alternating between hands and feet, going in circles, and just kind of grooving.
Vatna's doing like a kind of rave punk ballet. Just really high tempo and quick spins.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't dance.
Yeah, and that's perfectly fine because Royce is just wandering through the crowd, like looking for an exit, and like somebody walks up to it. It's like, "You want some Tartarus sticks?"
No, I'm fine. Please, move on.
Sure, they'll make you feel like you're alive again.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Mm-hmm.
And he reaches out and he pokes you. He's like, "You are alive. What are you?"
What are you? You can't just ask somebody what they are. That's rude.
I vote. Who says it's rude?
I do. It's rude.
And what are you to say it's rude?
Living.
Huh. It's okay. Alright. But he looks around, those your friends, motions to the dance floor. I think this is the point that you guys see that above you, a cage is being lowered on you. There is a crowd cheering you all on though, and they're super getting you pumped.
No.
You guys' next roll is gonna go up by +1 right now.
Oh, no, it's a go!
They said one song.
I'm gonna whistle at him.
No, it's go! Come on!
I just yoink Ceylon as I make my way over to Royce.
Don't forget it, Tsoki. He's grooving too hard. He's getting lost in the music.
Go, it's a go! It's a go!
Just gonna continue my spinning, but slowly.
I'll throw some bar peanuts at Tsoki.
I'm spinning, but spinning off of the dance floor in the direction of Royce.
All right, I guess we'll go. I guess we'll go.
Pixelated Ghost has been talking to Royce. So it's as you guys Royce, you see the door and it just says emergency exit, fire exit on it, but it says it in runes. I'm sure that you can read it anyway. It's just, and the ghost next to you, she's like, "No, that's the fire exit. You don't walk through the fire exit. That's not a fire."
There
Come
was
on,
fire
man.
on the dance floor.
Live a little. And I wink at the ghost.
He's like, "But no, I don't think you understand." And do you try the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to open the door.
Door doesn't budge.
I'm gonna attempt to open the door with more force.
It feels like the harder you try, the more it pushes back on you. It's not that it's impossible, but it would be a roll to try to do it.
I've never let a door defeat me before.
Yeah, so Voice, you force the door open as you're like holding it. It's taking all of your strength to hold this door open. Like, you can make it through easily yourself. It's going to be a bit of effort to hold it open to get everybody else out. One person can easily make it through. It's the rest of you three that's going to be a trick for this.
Get the fuck through the door.
I just conjure a silver doorstop and wedge it into the foot of it.
You see it start scraping across the ground. Like, it's helping a tiny bit, but like this door is trying to close.
Get your asses through the fucking door.
Go through the door.
Yes, sir, officer, sir.
Doing a little
Right.
twirl and getting sliding through.
Pull me another 20-sided voice.
Fuck.
Alright. You guys, you three make it through. No problem. The main problem is the door shut with such force that it catapulted Royce back into the nightclub. Oh, so tough choice. Alright, Royce. Do you get catapulted back, or does Ceylon get catapulted back?
The door slams shut, and it knocks Ceylon into the next room, and it knocks me back onto the dance floor.
I think there was definitely a struggle of just, no, let it, I can make it, I can get through, and we're wedging sideways until, yeah, we just kind of poof right out on the other sides. I got dick. But don't talk about it, alright?
Second. This was
Ow.
the order you guys went in. Alright, let's get rid of you, and you, and you. You are not there. Voice gets thrown up against the cage in the center of the room. And, like, you just see Cherry, like, looking at you from across the bar, just shaking her head, cleaning a glass. And she's like, that's a fire exit.
Surely you don't know a way to start a fire in here.
Oh, I most certainly would not. Also, you might want to check where you're standing.
I look down at the floor. What do you mean?
You are at the center of the dance floor. And you definitely hear the song, Let's See You Dance, Sucker, You Got Nothing on Me, start to play as a giant peacock, like, mech known as Argus. I know I've used that name twice. I didn't expect to see Argus today. From the Thirsty Sword Lesbians game, steps up to you, like, does the crack his neck thing, makes his peacock feathers, like, fluff out, and then he starts doing the robot.
I said I don't dance. But I'm not about to let you show me up.
He rolled a 19. So, like, he spins around at the end of it and does that thing where he tries to give you the wave with the robot, you know? But instead of, like, grabbing onto your arm to do it, he just punches you in the face. like dealing 4 damage. And he just moonwalks back into position. And you're up.
Ow. And I'm gonna step up and kind of shake it all off. And then start doing the robot, but doing my own spin on it. In the middle of it, I'm gonna attempt to start spinning on my head.
I am very much down for this.
And an attempt to, like, as I'm spinning, kick him in response to his punch.
I have faith in you.
Basically copying what I saw Tsoki doing.
Just mimicking, like, Royce mimicking Tsoki's dance is very funny. Alright, so... with a tough choice, you can be... which would you like to be better at? The dancing part of it or the damaging part of it?
I think I'm putting a little too much thought into the dance. I'm trying to be better at the dance at this point in time.
Alright. So you do 2 damage, and your dance moves get off, but, like, he's still, like, standing, like, firmly, and he's like, psh, whatever. And now he's gonna make another attack, and then I will get to the other party real fast. Alright, so his tough choice is that he's, like, you can choose, he is thrown off balance by your kick, so he, like, stumbles and gives you a chance to just immediately hit for 2 extra damage without making a roll, or you can make a roll and finish it right now.
I'm going to attempt to counteract it and try and finish it right now.
Alright, give me that 20 starter. Yeah, with a success. So the way that it was working was when you kicked out his leg, and he started to try to turn that into a split, but he can't do a split. I will get everybody those coins. Oh, we'll make a 2x for it, no problem. Yeah, what's it look like? How did you take him out? Like, he was trying to do a split and failed.
So, like, he falls down into that awkward stance where, you know, you can't really do a split. And I start spinning again on my head, and then I flip up, and I'm like doing a sort of shuffle, and I just like slap him in the face once, twice, then I do like a twirl, and then I just push his entire body over, and then I strike a pose with my finger up in the air. I'm like, yeah, ooh, feeling it.
You just see the fucking fireworks around the edge of it all go off, like, into the air. Just, like, and air horns going off like crazy. And then, like, after a couple minutes of everybody, like, applauding, you hear the fire alarm start going off because of all the smoke. And then you just hear that door click open. And you guys in the other room hear the door click behind you. Although you guys cannot, once you pass the door, you cannot see it anymore.
Guess that's my cue. Have a good night, everybody, and then I'm gonna rush towards the door.
So you 3, like, when you walk through the door, you see just an incredibly rickety rope bridge leading over like a canyon, but this is going the wrong way. You have to walk down the canyon along this incredibly just dangerous feeling rope bridge. And also you feel it, although a type of gravity is pulling at you and your AP, it's pulling you down. It's like you are crossing the river Styx.
I thought that was the last room, and now my tum-tum's not going to be ready for din-din.
That ambrosia was delicious, though.
Well, good. You're right. At least we got a little drinks beforehand. But I don't know if I'll be able to keep it.
Who wove this bridge? Do they not know nothing? They know nothing of weavecraft?
No stability.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, Vatna. This is terrible craftsmanship. Practically falling apart.
Yeah,
Oh, we
and
could
Vatna
do
will just
something
start
nice.
weaving the bridge forward.
Always leaving everything better than you found it, huh? Inspiration, indeed.
Shoring up the supports.
You each get, like, pounded by thoughts of, like, whenever you rolled a 1, whenever you failed, any failure that your character has experienced, you are getting annihilated by those thoughts, like on the bridge. Like, I'm not gonna make you roll for this one, but you all like have a quick second of just nonstop flashes of failures that you've had, and like you each come to holding the bridge, and like on your hands and knees, like in like cold sweats.
I've
And it's
always
just
done
like-
my best. Sometimes I fail.
Oh no.
I am
Okay,
only a
just-
person.
No, remember the song, And the entire time as we're attempting to go through is again singing our folk song, the Song of Home, to not be pulled so strongly.
Yeah, not get pulled into the void. My very first workshop song.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. Quite a lullaby to calm the void rather than be taken by it. But if I remember correctly, you took a different approach to that first music lesson. Inspired, but you did fail. But then again, what is failure but just the next adventure?
I lived in the void. The void did not answer back.
Oh, one day. We just keep at it.
Can all 3 of you give me a 20-sider? Ceylon rolled a 7. Vatna rolled a 17. Not Forgiven rolled a 13. So, Not Forgiven, what do you see? And how do you get over it?
Oh. Tsoki sees, he gets flashbacks of the final encounter with T, and how he was powerless to stop it, and really the only thing that could be done at the time was just preserve all that was left. And he still thinks to himself that he could have done more, that Liminal should still be here. And then the thing that gets him through it is just like, but there's so much more to learn, so much more to find out. T's still out there. So we have to push forward in order to find a way to make sure that that never happens again.
Yeah, for sure. Would you be interested in giving up one of your stars for the pool to show you something?
Always.
This is completely up to you.
Always.
Right. So you see, like, you feel one of the stars get removed from your punch card. And as you look into it, you see a massive city. An ever-expanding, ever-shifting city of just, like, nothing in it really makes a ton of sense to you. The architecture doesn't line up. Like, halfway through a house, it becomes a completely different building material. But, like, the people seem happy, and it reminds you of the library we saw yesterday, but on a massive scale. Like, what if an entire side of the world was a city?
Whoa.
And you see T there. What you see, Vatna?
Vatna's experience also involves T. It was when they were trying to work together inside the rift hallway to repair it, and Vatna just pulled on the absolute worst thread that he could to unravel it, and just wadded it up, tossed it over his shoulder, not thinking anything of it, not even realizing his absolute failure of just creating a world that should not ever exist. How he gets over it?
Oh yeah, sorry. How do you get over it? How do you get around it?
He's just thinking to himself, we have all made mistakes. We are all trying to make it better. I am here with my friends. They're trying to make it better.
It's just like you feel from the water, like it sounds like your own thoughts. It's just like, if you want it to be better, fix what you did. And you feel in the air, like, you know that if you give up one of your stars, then you will have access, like, you will know more about where that world you threw away went.
I turn away, just unable to confront it even further.
Yep, absolutely. So, Ceylon, what do you see? And how can you, what's making it so you can't get out of it? So you can't overcome it? What is blocking you?
You know, music lessons started because I had a little bit of an oopsie-doopsie, the silence, of course, overcome. And I know that, and I believe, and it's been beautiful to see everybody's just journey through the music lessons. And that way, I'm starting to see their strength in the chorus. And Ceylon pulls out the officer gems that she was tuning. And if I just tune into these and hear the harmony of the officers and how they speak of us together in unison, in resonating with each other and what we want, it's hopefully the music lessons were enough to protect them from me. And for it to fail, but no, I will be too much. I can barely handle myself. How can I be a team player if I've always been a soloist? How can I ever calm and control my own voice and not be for harm? And how? And that's, well, we'll need to get back to music lessons indeed, and the overwhelming of that emotion being pulled in is causing the voices of the crystals not to say what they said during the all hands meetings, but to twist kind of back into you don't belong here. We are a group of friends, and what have you really done? And yes, you're connected, but are you really connected? And that is through the voices of people calling Ceylon incompetent and bird-brained, and in the background making poor decisions or open to and it is, but no, if I stick to the plan, it's gotten this good so far, and if I just keep pushing forward with each other, and it's gonna work. And I think that is how it goes bad. To get out of it, it is, I think, yet again, just first.
You can't get out of it. That's
struggling to do so, and it is just getting taken from my mouth and dampened. No, surely they said friendship.
Absolutely. So as you guys are now, Ceylon, you can get out of this without making a roll by just giving up one of your stars.
I'm gonna roll. I am fearing that yet again I will not be able to control myself, and let's leave that up to a okay. But no, I won't be. I won't be an entity of the void. I have people now, and they care about what we're doing. They're my radio. They're my technology, and those copycats cannot take who I am and take it for themselves. I am my own being. Maestra, the mistress of the night.
Yeah, right. So like as you guys are like charging through this area, like you guys just get back to your feet. I'm sorry, you guys just get back to your feet, and then once again, and then Royce just happens to just show up. Just like comes to the door with like a bruise on his cheek from where the robot punched him in the face. It's like he immediately sees like the three of you getting to your feet. Ceylon the last to get to her feet, but still on her feet.
Extending a hand.
I'm gonna start walking towards them.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me at 20s, Zyder.
Just a bridge. I don't see why they were
Just
on
a
their
bridge.
hands and knees. I don't understand.
No, it's like, yeah, what's Royce's fucking, like, regret or, like, thing he feels bad about, but he just brushes to the side?
The biggest regret he has is probably leaving his family from Lullaby the first time. And
Oh, yeah, we gotta actually see the rest of Royce's family.
And how they've probably been let down by him, but he's holding his chin up high because he's accomplished more than he ever would had he stayed.
Absolutely, yeah, that works for me.
Just know I made the right choice. He didn't need me. This was better overall. My path is the right one.
Yeah, so you see the door at the end. And as you walk through, it is just Chess standing there, waves his hand. He's just like, looks at his clock. You made it! With a half an hour to spare.
Oh.
I'm enough to freshen up.
I just wanted to say thanks again for the invitation. It's an honor to not be alone.
This is definitely going to be
Magic
one
grab,
hell of a dinner.
I hope so.
I could eat some fish.
Well, there was some back in that room over there. You just gotta go back in the water.
You think they do that? If we had brought one, they'll kind of... You catch it, we'll cook it? Oh.
They did not look very tasty.
Oh, I'm sure cooked they're fine, Vatna.
Okay. So these dice rolls, I'm gonna say, cannot be affected by cards. Much like the last time we did the restaurant thing. Tsoki, you have 4 to roll. Ceylon, you have 5 to roll. Vatna, you have 7 to roll. And Lurid, you have 8 to roll because you won the dance off. Oh, look, highest.
You said Lurid. You said Vatna and then Lurid.
Oh, sorry, I did that again. Vatna has 7 to roll. Royce has 9 to roll. Is that what I said? Fuck, my math. Yes. It's 4 for Tsoki, 5 for Ceylon, 6 for Vatna, and 8 for...
You said 7 for Vatna the first time.
Did I? Fuck, yeah. Well, take the 7. Everybody just roll. I'm sorry. I should have wrote it down. I was just trying to do it based on this math here.
Are these D20s?
D20s, yes. 18. There's that one. Knew there had to have been one. And there were no 20s.
3 18s.
So the Ceylon got an 18. Not Forgiven got an 18. Oh, sorry. Ceylon, 18. Tsoki, 18. Royce, 18. Vatna, 1. Vatna has the worst luck at these restaurants.
That already had his notebook, like notepad and pen out, ready to critique.
And they deliver whatever food that you're ordering. Like, for Vatna, you get the opposite of whatever you want. Like, the perfect dish, you get the opposite of that. It's foul. Like, and you do see Chest, the waiter, when he drops it off in front of you, he, like, kind of laughs at you.
I just push it away from me and mark a big ol' 0 on my notepad.
No, didn't know you were so picky.
The stew is delicious.
You sensitive? Because this is pretty good.
Ceylon, as you eat it, like, you feel like more like connected to like the music of like this place now. Like, you suddenly like look around and you realize that you're not in folk song right now, but you've got to be somewhere that like overlaps it, like, because it's not too far away from Yoke. Like, you can start hearing the music surrounding you. Like, you can tell where you are based on the vibes, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And
location.
Tsoki, you are here to gain power, correct? No, adventure. The on your plate at the like once you what did Tsoki get to eat? What was it?
We're gonna say a white chocolate and macadamia panforte.
Unexpected, but yeah. It's like you get to the bottom of it and you see just an Adventurers Guild card, and it says rank 2. And it has Tsoki Chatterfang on it.
I did it.
It's just like, and you see, like, you look at the date that it was given to you, despite the fact you got it today, it's actually backdated till before the writer's strike started.
Oh.
So you are officially an adventurer and always have been, have been.
What a wonderful what a wonderful reward for a wonderful adventure.
Oh, well deserved.
And like, Chest walks up beside Royce, and he's just like, I see you are enjoying your meal. What is Royce's dish?
Royce ordered a dish he's had prepared by someone else before. It's a potato and vegetable stew with some grilled meats and such. The same recipe specific to the waiter taking his order that Katori made for him.
Absolutely. And they make it to your specifications, and just Chest walks up next to you and he's just like, I understand your order completely. I too have talked to the Highland people and spent some time near them. They're wonderful people. You did leave this ingredient out. I hope I'm not too forward. He puts like a salt shaker that is not full of salt next to you. He's just like, and like, it looks like a pepper grinder situation. He's just like, try it with that, and whoever gave you that recipe, let them know.
Waiter.
I'll try a little bit with it.
It is not the same. Like, if the last thing you had was your perfection, this is perfection, but in a different way. Like, this has... If you've ever had, like, home cooking that is missing, like, an A piece, like, it's still really good, but it's not the way your grandmother made it. Like, it's not perfect. Like, it's almost. And then the second you add that one ingredient, it's like, instead of using marsala, you use sherry one day, and it completely changes the recipe. That happens. Like, and you feel like a history with this.
Ooh.
Waiter.
Like, and Chest is like, yes, Mothman, sir. And how is your dish? As he walks past Ceylon, asking Ceylon, what did you order?
Oh, I'm going to have the fish that I had downstairs. You'll have it, right? Did you get it in by now?
Oh, you don't want to eat that, but I will offer it. And if you are eating it, it is the best tasting charcoal that you've ever tasted in your life.
Oh, yes.
Like,
I'm gonna have
it's
shite.
amazing for charcoal. Like, they do you can't handle like the fact that you were getting no nutritional value out of this. You know that. Like, you know it. It has the worst texture, but somehow it still melts in your mouth.
It's a cheat day. Oh.
But yeah. I think you know that this should be terrible, but it is amazing, and that is going to haunt you for a while. Yes, yeah, exactly. It has the texture of astronaut ice cream, like Dippin' Dots situation, but like, what if it lingered?
Oh, did they have any lemons? Do you have lemons? You've got a nice, good little pepper steak to this, but it's missing a little lemon.
Or it's like, oh no, the lemon is right there. And like if you lift up one of the fins of your fish, it definitely does have a lemon on it. There is something about this lemon.
Vatna, is this one of the good ones, or?
Stare at it.
No, come on, not every lemon.
Taste it from here. I don't trust it.
Well, you're just being kind of a party pooper. You haven't even touched your glowing bit.
What did you order? Or what did you ask for, so I can tell you what the opposite of that is? Or if you can tell me what the opposite of it is.
Vatna ordered the first meal he ever had, which was chicken tenders.
Ah, shit. Get them chicken tendies. What did you get instead?
Something that looks like Ezekiel's melted face on a platter. Waiter!
The waiter's like, Chest is standing next to you. He's just like, I'm not actually a waiter.
Sir. Yes.
Thank you. How could I help you?
Vatna pulls out his star card, says, please take a star and try again. This is not what I ordered.
And he grabs it. You see all of the stars finish. And like, he stares at Vatna directly in the eyes. He's just like, you want to see a trick? And then he blows on your card, and you see it slightly, like very quickly in front of you. It becomes a leaf that looks like it's from your tree, and you feel it go back onto your tree. It's just like he reaches forward and like pinches your cheek. Next time.
Thinking of the review that he's gonna write.
Just a scathing review and like an invasion of hell to get to one up this. It's just like,
title, I went through hell and back for the best restaurant, and it was bad.
It's like, restaurants are only what you bring to them. Oh, I'm sorry. And like, for a quick explanation, I'm going to make another reservations card because those cards have been gone for a while. and I will put another one, and we will come back here, or some version of here. There will be a reservation for the restaurant at the edge of hell, which is where we are now. But yeah, Chess looks around as you all are eating your food and except for Vatna, just poking at it, like stirring it around. And he just nods, just like, this has been a delightful day. And as you all finish up your stuff, would you like to return back to folk song? Would you like to be returned to yoke, or more interested in returned home? And don't worry, it won't be the bag approach this time.
Where you abducted us from?
Yes, yoke would be best.
But we don't have to leave anytime soon, do we? There's more courses, right?
There is 17 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't want to be here when the clock strikes 8.
Mm-hmm. Well, in that
I'm
case,
not getting anything. Not from this kitchen.
Oh.
Mm.
Not even to have a quick conversation? You're not just... I can tell in your eyes you're not happy, but maybe just a little dessert? You can try with just one more?
It's like, do not try to argue with me. You are no bureaumancer.
Oh, no, I was talking to my colleague here. Thank you so much. We will be out of your hair, but is there... So the kitchen closes now, or the kitchen closes in a little bit? Is that how... We don't want to be rude, of course. Sorry.
You have been served.
Okay. Well, thank you
You
so
are
much for
quite
your
welcome.
hospitality.
Oh, most assuredly.
Lovely area. It really was an adventure. And that's, it was grand. If anything, the camaraderie here has gone stronger. So, thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Is that... Are you really having a poopy time, though? Did you want to try... Is it a good limit? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I
Do
can
we
read
not
the
get a
size.
punch for making it here?
Yeah.
To just all the prior rooms.
Oh, just the prior rooms. This is the top. We actually don't have access to the deepest level. That's why we make our restaurant on the 9th floor. You have to go deeper into hell to have access to... And he shudders. Like, there's legitimate fear in his eyes for a moment.
One last question. Suppose I was to return once more for the restaurant. And I went over the 9 stars. What would happen?
I don't think anybody's ever gotten over the 9 stars. Surely you jest. You don't intend to actually get beyond the 9 stars.
And I stand up and I pat him on the shoulders like, I enjoy coming to hell.
You are always welcome. I look forward to when your stay becomes permanent.
Nothing can hold me down.
And you see him smile. It's an incredibly wide smile. And he looks over at Ceylon and he's just like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Ceylon, you wanted to see the monstrous clock, am I correct?"
Yes, it'd be delightful to be able to tune to it. I can and go on. I when you're ready. Yes, don't want to keep the boys back too long.
And he walks up to Ceylon, and he's just like, "Now I just need you to close your eyes for a moment."
Oh.
Oh, they're closed. He's standing behind you.
Yes, yes. Ready when you are.
A bag goes over Ceylon's head, and she gets beaten the shit out of by clubs.
Yeah,
Like,
teach me the way!
He keeps raising his hand up to the rest of them. Nobody worry. This is just... And they drag Ceylon, like, out of the room in a black bag. She's fine.
Yeah. I should be to the edge to understand! Because...
gets cut off with just, like, one that goes bump as you hear the echoey noise of them actually just clocking her right in the temple.
Oh, that's, so that's what it looks like, huh?
Yeah,
To the edge.
I guess.
Nobody panic. Ceylon, you and you alone get to see this.
Yes.
Like,
Well...
Like, this is the monstrous clock. Like, you feel it that you have traveled to... Based on your attunement to folk song, you are west, and then you are at the center of the western direction next to folk song. That is where this is. And it has a presence. Like that call of the void that you feel, sometimes it's all the time in its presence. It is nonstop. It is telling you that the world will end. It is telling you that you need to end. It's telling you that you need to end the world.
I have people. No, it can't. It's not just me. No, I have people.
And then you guys all like just, you're back in all of you are back in that diner where you started off in the waiting room.
No wish for me, of course not. Bad food, bad service. I will be letting everyone know to avoid your establishment.
Chest is just like, oh, no, we're booked up for the next foreseeable future, but I appreciate the rating. So, with that, you guys will all be returned to Yoke safely. No worries. And we will figure out how to, Ceylon knows where the monstrous clock is. There's a hint for, how Royce can get stronger in the Katori game. With Katori, we're going to have to figure that out. I expect that'll be fun. Tsoki is part of the Adventurers Guild, but not just, part of it, but, can take higher ranking missions from them if he wants to. And Vatna hates the food again.
What an experience. Thank you, Tsoki.
You're welcome. I don't even remember when I got this reservation, but I think it was quite the adventure.
Mm-hmm. If anything, from that all hands, if things keep up like this, maybe we'll have a chance.
Who knew hell could be so nice?
Chest walks up to Lurid as you guys are waiting for your carriage. And he's just sits down, and you see him literally punch off his clock, and he slumps. He's like, "Whew. Oh. You guys' ride still taking a while to get here?" And you see him pull out a pack of cigarettes and smack them out and offer Vatna one.
Just glowering. He'll take one, but he won't light it.
Yeah, 80% of the reason I smoke anyway is just because it looks cool for hanging out of your lip. But anyway, so you some kind of interdimensional being, huh?
I don't know. I'm my own amalgamation.
And he's just
My father explained it to me one day, but I have no frame of reference.
He's adopted.
Ah, an orphan then. And he'd take a huge drag on a cigarette. looking at Vatna. And he's like, he puts his hands out, like both palms down, like he's waiting for you to put your palm up underneath him.
I'll do that.
So like he starts it, like, and he's literally playing patty cake with you for a moment.
And match him.
He
See where this
breathes
is going.
as you're doing it. He breathes out, and you see in the smoke that he's breathing out, like stars, and then you see an aurora borealis situation, like rippling in them, and then you see what, and like maybe it's only because you were here and like you saw like the ways of to get from one hell to another. You see a staircase leading up and into outer space, and then like further and further, and then like you see Chess like he coughs a couple times, like because he can't keep expelling clouds and smoke. He's like, oh, and so that spell breaks. He's just like, oh, there you go. There's a way to get wherever you're from a little bit. Find wherever that is. And like you see him like blowing his nose on like a handkerchief. He's just like, not a clue, but if you find that aurora, you'll find what you're after.
Does that feel so familiar?
It definitely, that sense of home that you were looking for when you were singing the song at first and only rolled a 3, that is what you got when you were seeing that stairway.
And up that stairway, I am either alone or reconnected.
Chess shrugs a little bit, and like you guys see a wagon pull up. He's like, "There's your ride. We're not gonna do any beatings. Like I'm off the clock, but please bag on. We can't really show you how to get out of here."
Of course.
Roll my eyes and put the bag on, but only after I'm seated in the carriage.
Yeah, like definitely there are guards around and they have the clubs on their belts, but nobody is like acting on it. Nobody is like beating the shit out of you guys this time. And like, well, this was fun. Come back again.
I won't.
I plan on it.
I would like to.
And then you guys climb in the wagon and just go.
Nice. It was enlightening. We should do this again.
So how far into the ride do you think we'll get before they beat the shit out of us?
On cue, you guys get the shit beat out of you. Like the arms of the chairs and the arms of the seat of the carriage just come to life and just like beating the shit out of you guys with sticks.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, why'd you say anything?
I'm trying to fight back, but I accidentally like punched Tsoki in the face.
Fucking Tsoki eats it.
Oh.
Gotcha.
It's like, oh, you still looked hungry. I gave you a knuckle sandwich.
To the edge! To the edge!
You guys get back to Yoke, and the rest of the crew is like, have you guys seen those four? You guys get rolled out of it. Like, somehow you all ended up wrapped up in, like, carpets. Like, you guys got rolled up into rugs, and then thrown out of this carriage.
Did the carriage even stop?
No, definitely not.
What an adventure.
I hurt everywhere. And I'm basically naked.
Pop along!
Royce rolling out of a carpet, like, wearing fucking Daisy Duke jorts. But burnt.
I just stretch. I'm just like, showing everything up. Like, okay, I think it's time to take a rest and go back to the sub for a bit. Adjust the Daisy Dukes. All right.
If you don't mind, like, try to straighten up your vest, but you don't have a vest on right now. It's just your chest hair that you're just grabbing.
I straighten the tie.
Just a tie. Just a tie and Daisy Dukes carrying around a cup that says Hell's Best Boss.
Oh, Leo. Carry on.
And yeah, so yeah, you guys did great. For like, we will find a way to reward you guys for using that gag order. Like,
Wasn't it platinum gacha?
it's a platinum gacha, but platinum gachas are kind of like wild rewards. I think we have it written out somewhere what they're going to be, so we will probably get into calls with every one of you at some point in the near future to plan that stuff out.
Yeah, it's not a set list. It's a customized list.
Yeah, the for the like bronze, silver, and gold gachas, it's a list of things that go up. For platinum and diamond, nobody got the diamond one, but they are really good and really like impactful things. So I would like to see gag order done more often. So I think Nika is going to lower the rarity.
That was a challenge.
Yeah, I imagine. Like it did not seem the easiest. And you guys only a couple of times. Like did it
First time, and it's a skill you gotta.
Yeah, it's definitely a skill. Like, and I've got to get better at it too. But like nobody rewards
honestly,
me for doing it.
for first try at it, and especially for not being prepared ahead of the game to do it, I feel like you guys did fucking great.
Yeah, you guys did great. Especially since I did not give you the fucking like premise of today's game, other than reservations and beating the shit out of you with clubs.
Enjoy.
Literally.
Enjoy.
I totally didn't. No, I love this game.
Can't wait to go back to hell.
It was great.
It's just like God,
Third time's the charm.
I'm still trying to give you something for it. Like with the
I appreciate that.
Mhm.
I got that. Thank you.
I like the support of like,
You lose, you get nothing.
yeah, like try good effort, and it's like okay, try again though. It's like okay,
and
good.
let's remember, keep in mind some of the things that happened during this game. A very bad thing that happened was Ceylon is seen by this dude. Like,
Oh,
that happened so long ago. I forgot about that room.
I'm not a fan.
why are you? I don't want you to stop looping. I want you to loop forever. I also forgot to
flipped
turn
him
the
the
snow
bird.
on. You did flip him the bird.
He's got a stupid face.
Just fucking
Just
you and your
your
dumb fucking
nemesis
face.
now. Both your
Oh.
nemesis.
My nemesis is busy building really bad robots. What a fucking loser.
Honestly, it's a bad
So-
bird. Bad bird.
The first floor of hell is basically a prison. Like, and remember, you guys only saw like the tamest, the absolute tamest parts of these like dimensions or whatever they are. And then like the next one is darkness. There is a part of the like darkness area that is lit up for a year though. So that's gonna be wild to see.
Is that what the grenade does?
Yeah.
A year.
Tsoki, what have you done?
It either takes away all light for a year or makes light for a year.
What have you done? You've ruined hell.
I've done great things.
We got the lights on. It's just.
What about the next dinner goers? You're ruining the experience.
Yeah, right?
The immersion.
I don't even know what that plane looks like right now. But then like the next one, we didn't get far enough into it, but it seems like it's some kind of level of perception hell. Then there is like doom hell,
Yes.
then aquatic hell,
Oh,
then office hell,
Office Hell was fun.
Hell was fun.
then there's Tartarus, which is just a nightclub where you are right now.
I'm so glad nobody else knows that Royce bust a move.
Sherry knows.
I don't
Very
care
nice.
about Cherry. Cherry doesn't care to me. It's fine.
Then this is the next one was like regrets. Like the closest level of hell to the surface is the river Styx, which makes you cross your fears or confronted by your fears. And then there was the restaurant, and you guys ate. There is another level of hell that you did not see, and that level scares Chest, the demon who like ran you through this one. So just so you know. Also, Art seems mad at Royce.
What?
You insulted Cherry.
Oh, well, I have no bearing on Cherry, so I don't care. They are them. I am busting a move outside of the vision of the crew, so they don't
That's
need
right.
to know.
There were good walls. Couldn't hear through them.
So thank you all so much for coming and playing this game. So tomorrow we are playing a game called Come Along that is going to be Katori, Simmons, Gemini, and Rennick are going out on an adventure. That will be happening at the same time that this game happened. So there we go. And then we got a game on Thursday, and then we got a game on Friday, then we got a game on Saturday, then we got a game on Sunday. Also, Lurid, check your messages.
Yeah, you really need to like get on top of that, man.
I got this giant ass sword now.
You do have a giant ass sword pulled out of a demon's spinal cord. I'll get you the stats for that.
Check it out, Midnight. I got a cool ass sword. Pulled it out of somebody's demon's spine.
This is fucking sick.
Watch what it does. I pull it out in the middle of you.
She just becomes a monster hunter greatsword.
So cool. You think the Adventurers Guild will accept me now?
And then you swing it, and it the parts are segmented, so it swings like a whip.
Sword whips are one of my favorite things that I don't think functionally could work in real life, but are just the absolute niftiest fantasy weapons.
Alright, and with that, I am gonna say goodbye to everybody.
Good night,
This
everyone.
game's over.
Thank you all so
Bye.
much for hanging out and for playing and for RPing your heart out. And to
It's been a
everyone
pleasure.
who's watching, we will see you tomorrow for more adventures. Bye forever.
Goodbye. For some folk song adventures.